What's going on YouTube? This your boy ThatSingerReactions coming to y'all. Now listen, we're doing something different today. I'm in the car, obviously. As you can see, car, blah blah blah. I want to talk about the Harry Mack Chicago concert. I got so much to run by. Like, I had to make this video a separate video. Like, I was going to react to kind of like Cliff did, where Cliff did the behind the bars video. But mine is going to be a lot longer because of the trip that I want to talk a little bit about, and also me meeting up with Jerry and Brian and them. Like, just it was so much that happened, and it was the best experience in my life. And this is my first time out of Ohio. Like, this is my first time like officially going to another state, so this was a big deal. Sorry if the camera like shaking and I'm holding it, because if I put it here it looks like stupid. I was supposed to get a Harry Mack jersey that I had made. Y'all know the DIYOJ, the custom place that that sponsors me. I got me a jersey made that's got like Harry Mack and the goat and all that stuff, green and black, and it either never came, it's still not here, or somebody stole it, which is not that uncommon over here. It's not like ghetto over here, but people do. I don't know who it is, but somebody been taking like FedEx packages and stuff. So yeah, I got kind of thrown off by why it's not here yet. You know, and that concert was Thursday. So yeah, I was a bit thrown out by that. So now I'm just waiting. But anyway, hit my boy Corey up, man, and he was on board with going to Chicago. Because my mom had to get surgery. Prior to that, I had plane tickets to go. Me and Brian was already talking about that. It was Brian who gave me the encouragement to get on a plane. I was gonna get on a plane for the first time, but that fell short because, like I said, my mom had to get surgery and stuff like that, and I had to be back the same day, and that trip was booked from the 6th and going back the 7th, and I had to be back home the same day because my sister had to take over. Long story for that part. Anyway, we get ready to go to Chicago. It was a 4.5 hour trip there. It was cool. It kind of it was quicker going there than it was actually coming back. Maybe because it was just night. It just felt like it took us forever to get back home. But anyway, I linked up with Jerry. I don't even have to tell y'all who Jerry and Brian is. All right, Brian is my boy. Brian is my boy. Jerry is my boy. Like, I ain't got to tell y'all who Brian and Jerry is. Y'all should know them. They're famous. Harry Mack famous. They like Ben and Jerry's ice cream. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know, they just go together. You know what I'm saying? They a pair. You know what I'm saying? It's not no one. It's both of them. You know what I'm saying? So texting Brian. You know, I'm got there. I forgot what time we got there. Was it 12 something? 12 something, I think. I'm not even sure. But we left out around 7 a.m., 7:30. And we was on our way there. Yes, sir. We are on the road to Chicago. Where the hell are we at right now?
We're just passing Cleves.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know where the hell
we ain't gone very far at all.
Okay, yeah. So traffic, once we got to Chicago, the traffic was absolutely insane. Before we even arrived there, man, I seen Lake Erie. I hate why this is right here, bro.
Yeah, you just slide that to the close thing if you wanted to.
Because you got yours up though,
Yeah,
right?
I got mine up.
Fire, bro. Like, I was seeing so much beautiful stuff, y'all, that was absolutely just mind-blowing. I've never seen such beautiful blue water. Like I've never seen in, you know, one of the Great Lakes. I've never seen it obviously before, and to see Lake Erie was beautiful. I wish I could have got out and like really seen it, but I was just passing, so I got a little bit of footage of that. Like I said, just kind of looking at Chicago as we're going into it. Oh, your cheeks is bunker. Think about that.
Yeah, man, fuck that.
Hey, these buildings is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know what building is these.
Just past the pub. Those buildings? I've got no clue what's in them. I think they're mostly offices. The shorter one looks like, what you call it now?
Was so beautiful. But the traffic was so fucked up. Like, the traffic was so crazy. I'm talking about, I've never seen traffic that tight in my life. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the driver, so I was just sitting there, but I was like, Jesus Christ, the traffic is crazy. So once I finally got there, text my boy, let him know we was there. He was like, it's gonna be tricky kind of finding a parking spot. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? But after a long 45 minutes, how long did it take us? Bro, it took us literally, how long did it just take us to park, bro?
I'd say 35 to 40 minutes.
35, 40 minutes? Literally, bro. Trying to find parking spots in Chicago is mad hard. Like, it is not easy. Hold on, let's make sure we know where we at. You got like a mental. Alright, cool. So we would be across from Kanye right here. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Yeah, so alright. Finally found our parking spot. We met at this place called Wild Berries. They sell every kind of breakfast, anything in the world. Just looking at the restaurants was absolutely beautiful, and I finally got the link up with my boys, man. I love them to death. You know what I'm saying? These are not fans, or they support me, but these are like my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I shout out to them. They know I love them to death. The trip that I had would have not even been possible if it was not for Brian and Jerry. Brian is the reason why I even got a chance to see Harry, period. The meet and greet, I'm gonna get into all that. Brian, because Brian is such a fucking incredible person, Brian gave up his meet and greet for me to go see. Brian, first of all, already did an incredible thing by giving me the VIP tickets, because I was supposed to go to the Columbus show, but somebody bailed on me while I was waiting for them, and then when we tried to get the tickets, it ended up sold out. So then I was gonna go to Chicago and get some tickets from there. Obviously Chicago is sold out, so couldn't get no tickets from there. I said, okay, cool. Brian, Mr. Genius, came up with a great plan for me, and he had a VIP ticket for me, and even told me, I've been to, Brian and Jerry has been to 16 to 17 shows apiece, like both of them been to like 16 to 17 shows. So, you know, Brian seen Harry a lot, and Brian was like, you know, dude, I can just let you, you know, meet Harry, you know, and since I've seen him, I know you are a really big fan of him, you know, and it'd be great, like, if you, you know, it was just such an honorable and incredible thing that Brian did. So shout out to you, Brian, bro. You my brother for doing that. That was so amazing. And I'm gonna tell y'all that experience, because you do not know what this guy Harry Mack is like until you really see this dude up close. I'm telling you, it is a different experience. So I'm just gonna fast forward it because I don't want to make it long. I should tell y'all detail by detail stuff. You know what I'm saying? We went back to the hotel. We all chilled until it was kind of time to start riding out. Met up with Diesel. Shout out to Diesel, and everybody else. It was another guy that was with us. I forgot his name. Started with a Z, or something like that. He was a cool dude too. But shout out to him. So anyway, let's fast forward to the concert. So we get to the concert. We arrived there, and wait, no. Let's talk about our trip from the hotel, because this is Schaumburg or something like that, right? So this was that city, you know what I'm saying, of Illinois. It wasn't like actual Chicago. Like, we was in that city of Schaumburg or some shit like that. So once we ended up doing that, we were literally on the mark of almost being late, because the meet and greets, you have to be there, I think, at 5 o'clock. And when I tell y'all, me, Brian, Jerry, I forgot our other boy. If it wasn't for him, I don't know his whole name again. But shout out to him. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was our boy. If it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't even. He guided us very, very smoothly to where we need to be, because he's from Chicago. So he ended up taking us straight there. And we got there, I kid you not, I think about 4:59. It was about 4:59 when we got there. Brian was nervous, I was nervous, because we didn't know if they was gonna come out early with the meet and greets. But we actually made it. We made it on time. We seen the line. Everybody was standing there, and I got out the car because I had on this pretty much all white with graffiti and basketball stuff on. So for whatever reason, I'm thinking that I won't be noticed. I got out the car and I was like, damn, I hope ain't nobody gonna notice me, you know, since I kind of put my hood over my head. But I can't avoid I got this big bright ass white suit on. I stick out like a sore thumb there. So anyway, we get in line, we wait in line, and you know, we get our VIP tickets, or our VIP things. We got our little badges. I should have bought that in here too. I still got that. I'm keeping all of that for souvenir. I'm keeping all of that, everything. Just as a reminder that I was on that trip. It was an amazing trip. But I got the VIP, and then we were in line waiting for the meet and greets. You know, we had like, I think it was like a certain, like a special line or something like that. So that's when I met Alex and his beautiful fiance. And me and Alex, this is my first time meeting Alex. Shout out to you, Alex. And me and Alex became brothers the moment we started talking. Me and him became brothers instantly. We are literally the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is just somebody I just met in line. He's a part of the Discord, you know, but he pops in every now and again. And it was just amazing to see the whole community. Everybody like knows each other. Everybody was cool. And then I started getting the people that would come up to me and say, I really love your videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're one of the very few people. Somebody came to me when I was coming down the steps and said, I loved you with Mark Ribier. I loved you harmonizing and stuff. And I'm like, oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to like people doing that, you know. So then I started getting more people telling me they love my videos, and stuff like that. So that was amazing. Then I think we was waiting on one of Harry Mack's team members that worked for him. I think his name was Sam. So we was waiting on him to come back to get us for the meet and greet. Finally got us, and we're headed back there. Now, right now, I'm about to piss my pants for real. Like, I ain't tell Jerry and them this, or I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just nervous as shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really nervous. But y'all know how I am. I just kind of power through it. So, did I go in first? No, it was a few people that went in. But we was ready. We went through the venue, and then we went to the back where Harry Mack was. And Sam was like, alrighty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no, I'm saying that wrong. We sat down first at our VIP stuff. We sat down first. And then before, you know, until they got us. You know what I'm saying? I sat down first until they got us, which was cool. And then I remember there was a guy on stage who was doing like camera stuff. I forgot his name. See, Jerry and them know all their names because they've been to 700 concerts. You know what I'm saying? At Harry Mack, so they know all the names. Shout out to Jerry and Brian. So he literally bent over and was like, I really, really enjoy your videos, man. You make me laugh and, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of his, like, team members or an agent or something. Like, a person who works with Harry Mack. That was the most incredible thing to hear. So, you know, I'm in there and the venue people are starting to come in the venue. And I was like, okay, cool. This is it, y'all. People are starting to come in. Everything's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the front. I'm talking about facing the stage. Front. I was right there in touching distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to handcuff him, I could have did that right there on the spot. But, you know, I was cool. Then I think Sam came out. At this time. Jerry was sitting by me, and this was the time when I was about to go back there. And when we went back there, Harry was standing on the right. Iconic was over there on the left, and Harry Mack's girl was over there as well. We in there, and the first thing I say was, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Harry was so humble. What up, man? You know, he was just seeing the guy in person, man. It brightens your day. He's such a humble, happy dude. Is taller. First of all, I was tall. I think I might have been taller than everybody in the venue. I might have been the biggest person, like the biggest and tallest person in the venue. Like, because I'm 6'4". I think everybody was just a little below that, except Jerry. I mean, not Jerry. What's his name? He had the cap on, going to the back. That's my boy. I love him too. I think it's over the art. You know, I'll get everybody's names. You know, so a lot of people use their usernames. But yeah. Damn it, it's in my head. Okay, but anyway. So we all go back there and we see him, and it was just amazing. Obviously, I can't post footage of that because we aren't allowed to do that. And I respect boundaries. So, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool. But, you know, this is just kind of like getting him hyped and getting him warmed up. So we all kind of form a circle. And it was about, I think, 10 of us maybe. 11, 9, 8, I don't know. It was about 10 or whatever. And we all had our words. Once again, he was the coolest dude in the world. I was speaking to Iconic a little bit, letting him know, like, you next, bro. You are absolutely fire, too. Seriously, Iconic can freestyle his face off. He is. He's next. And you will learn being around Harry Mack. You know what I'm saying? He's becoming incredibly well-rounded as a freestyler. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's around Harry Mack who does this. So, think about it. So, anyway, I gave him a word, fictitious. I'm listening to this guy. First of all, he's like this. Okay, he's like, okay, your word is turbo, this, fictitious. Everybody was coming up with their words, and me and Alex looking at each other because we are trying to figure out how in the hell is you even remembering these words. He's going around the room. I'm watching this dude, how his mind is processed. You have this word, this word, this word. Your word is fictitious. Okay, turbo. I'm like, what? Like, I'm already hearing a rap chat, and I'm already blown away. Like, come on, this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, while he's doing that, I'm just like, okay, here we go. He puts on his beat, and they start playing, and we all hype, we all moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he spits these bars, and they were so crazy. And if you heard him in real, if you listen to he even sound crazier live. Like in your face, he sounds even crazier because his cadence and flow, you can hear like the way his voice sounds when he's doing it. He sound even more like an MC than he do like on the screen. Like he sound even more like an MC. And I'm be listening to him, I'm like, man, you sound like a real like a rapper. Like you sound like you're on the radio, like as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So we going around and we all hype and like, oh my God, like he's spitting, doing killer words, ambidextrous. That bar was stupid. Both sides that he was pointing to both sides of the group, and he did somebody's word ambidextrous, and I was like, you're crazy, you're insane.
Please help! Help! Police help!
Saying like he was so fire, and we was pumping him up, and after that he was ready. So after that it was just up from there. We took pictures with him. He had a Polaroid picture that was beautiful because I ain't seen it in a long time, and he signed it for us. So that was great. That was an amazing thing. I was just so happy to be here, and I told him in the meet and greet, he was like, I'll see you guys out there, man. And I was like, I'm getting the crowd pumped. I am going to be lit. There's not gonna be, no, you're gonna see me in the audience, because I didn't want it to be like, you know, where it feels like nobody's really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, which it wasn't like that at all. I don't really know how I don't know how it was, but it sounded like we were really hyped. It sounded like Chicago was really, really hyped. Even though I heard actually that was probably not even that big. I heard that was one of the weakest ones, actually. But it seemed pretty lit. It seemed so lit. Everybody's making noise. His DJ came out, and his DJ was, you know, doing the side to side, playing all these incredible like cuts and dope hip hop songs we used to. Then Harry Mack comes out.
Mack!
Oh man, y'all competitive. Mack! Chicago, I want to bring to the stage my guy, my dog, Harry.
He don't come out from the front. Harry Mack come out from the right side. All the way from the right side. And I'm like, woo, here he come. Here he come. Crowd on their feet. Everybody is getting buck. Everybody getting wild. Let's go. Stop playing. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? So he went all the way around with a spotlight. First of all, before he came out, I was looking for Cliff. I was looking for Cliff Beat. Shout out to him because I finally got to meet that guy, man. I love Cliff Beats, man. He's one of the most humble people that I've ever encountered. He's a humble dude on camera. That's why I vouch for him, and that's the reason why I stick with him when it comes to people trying to screw him over on YouTube. I've been there. I've spoken to him in the messages. What you call a messenger? DMs, instant messenger, whatever the fuck that is, right? Spoke to him, and you know, I've been through what he been through. You know what I'm saying? And he's such a humble dude, professional guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not he's more reserved. He's not really like me where he's like out there in terms, which is crazy because I'm the one with all the anxiety stuff probably, you know what I'm saying? I really don't know if he has that DAD and stuff or not. But you know, I'm the one that's more like super hyper, you know what I'm saying? Cliff is just a professional dude. He's a professional, laid back, chill. Like, you could chill with Cliff. Cliff is that kind of a dude. I was looking for Cliff. I was like, I'm not leaving Chicago until I meet Cliff. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to meet him because I think he's an absolutely amazing human being. I think he's a great person. And I want him to go nothing but up. You know what I'm saying? Any way that I can support him, I will do that. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with him. Shout out to you, Cliff, if you see this, if you made it this far in here. You know what I'm saying? He might have not made it to 23 minutes. But so Harry anyway comes out, spotlight on him. He's freestyling, doing what he does, and he's freestyling what people got on and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, he's snapping. Then he finally goes past Cliff, gives Cliff a shout out, sees me, right? And you know, he gave me the dap, and I'm up here hearing him rap, and I hate my reactions sometimes because Alex, I didn't know Alex was recording it. But I didn't even realize how I was reacting, but he was spitting, and I'm just like, you know, I'm waving my phone because he's so fire. And then he finally goes past Alex and all of us and Jerry, Brian. Brian was more in the back. Like I said, once again, Brian is so incredible. Brian sat with King Blitz. Shout out to King Blitz because I met him too for the first time. Amazing, humble dude. Incredible guy. He's a reactor as well. So if y'all not following them, go follow all of them. Amazing people. So yeah, but Brian was sitting back there with King Blitz, you know what I'm saying? So Harry ended up going on stage, and then he starts freestyling, flows for days. He starts switching up his if you have never seen him live.
Rhyme off the suggestions, remember your throw. I'm the only young seed that know it. I'm blowing minds, cracking spines. When I come to lyrics, man, I'm too divine. I'm supreme, living my dream, man. I'm blessed to be rocking from a whole damn team. H-Mack, I'm running mine with the fire sound right now. Put all the people on the shot town. H-Mack getting loose with the rock flow. Much love to the people of Chicago. They the world, the world, short experience, the runs off the top. I'm never stopping. I'm getting trained, man. I'm getting past. Hey! Such a honor, make a pop. Peace to the people who be clapping their hands. H-Mack, I'm rap for the fans. Getting busy, all the busy, when I'm on the fluid joy to the whole squad. They be calling H-Mack the freestyle god. Now, with the whole time, you know what's the way. Hey! Singing all the yellow words live from the stage. Shot down in the place to be. I came to blow your mind with the names and freeze. Hey. Put your hands up for my eyes to see. Hey. Come on, keep them up if you're rapping with me. Say hip hop. Hip hop. 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 Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Come on, yeah. I said I can live when I spill it. I mean, I just like a skillet. Every back up in the building. People show me how you feeling. I'm resilient, working diligent, militant. I'm a public man. About the industry, my name is about to go around. So many familiar faces, as well as new people. Something to place, kid. This year is gonna be a night to remember. Guarantee I'm about to burn the mic in the embers. First in the verse, and my tongue will the center. All it says is freestyle on my agenda. H-Mack coming through, I'm ready to spam. By the way, make some notes on my DJ sir. And like I said before, I even said, you my favorite rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, had the audience chuckle a little bit. But because it felt like that right at that time. I'm like, he is seriously one of my favorite rappers. It's pissing me off right now. Like, because he's that good. He is that good. So we did this thing also where you give somebody or a QR code or QR thing, you can scan it and then you get like
to write a word and a topic, right? Now, mine didn't get chosen, which was cool. I kind of didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be embarrassed because I couldn't really think of nothing. My word was Chi-Town Legends, right? That was kind of boring, so I was kind of happy he didn't choose me. But he had one. Somebody gave a story that was called what was it? Man escapes the fire? No, man escapes fire or fire escape. It was something like that, right? And he had to tell the story about it. Man, this boy went into detail and went off. His Katie, y'all know it. Y'all know how he does. He went stupid. He went absolutely fucking stupid. You know, and I'm just like, this dude is really the best. He's really the best at what he does. Then he gave 3 fans, and we, once again, our crowd was pumped. Get your hands up, like it was crazy, y'all. It was so. It was the best night of my life. It was easily the best night of my life. Hell, they chicken tenders was good as hell. Shout out to Jerry for paying $15 for that, because you know what I'm saying. I wanted to contribute something, but Brian and Jeremy are so nice. They are 2 of the most humble dudes on the planet that no matter what I was offering, they was turning down. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, my boy Corey, I was gonna get him a hotel or whatever made him feel comfortable. Corey fit right in. He fit right in with my friends, because you know Corey is just like I love when I call him like a little nerd, because he uses all these big words that's just unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? But that's just kind of how he is. That's how he is. So anyway, we was doing that, and I had to text him to make sure he was okay, because you know he bought me there, but I wanted to make sure that he had money and all this stuff. So I just gave him my credit card so he can get him whatever he wants. I was like, hey bro, he just went, just I guess places to eat, and he went to the Chicago, what is it, Gorganos or whatever it's called. I forgot the pizza place in Chi-Town, but it has the best pizza I've ever eaten in my life. And I don't eat pizza. Because of the red sauce and all that stuff. But acid stuff, I can't really mess with red sauce. But Chicago is known for their famous pizza. So I said, get me 2 of those. And we held them 2 pizzas all the way until I got back home. That means we held that pizza for approximately about, if he got it around 7, about 9 to 8 hours he held that pizza. Or 10 hours, yeah. He held that pizza in the back of, we had it in the back of the car that long. So, but I didn't care. And I had some street sausage too. But yeah, I bought some back for my mom and my dad and all this stuff, and we crushed it, but I'll get to that stuff later. But anyway, Harry Mack's concert was about an hour and 30 minutes. That felt like that was only like 20 to 25 minutes. That's how fast it went by. And like I said, the Harry Mack concert wasn't that long. It wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? It was an hour and 30 minutes, I think, but it felt so fast. And it could have been because we all was enjoying ourselves that we just didn't realize how quick it went. But it was the quickest hour and a half, funnest, and most incredible experience I've ever had. Like, I will literally do that again. That was so amazing. And given the fact that, let me tell you what else shocked me, y'all. I didn't need my medicine. I was almost certain, especially when Jerry didn't even know this. So Jerry, I know Jerry's watching this. When you offered me those chicken tenders, I was nervous to eat. Because everybody knows that I suffer with GAD. I suffer with GAD, so it was almost hard for me to literally, eat food, and if I got nauseated, my GED would have got triggered, and then I would have been really, really destroyed before Harry even took center stage. I was a bit scared to eat because, number one, I'm already out of state. All right, so I had my medicine on me, both of them, just in case I needed to take it, and I didn't need to. I nitpicked at the chicken tenders. I ate 2 of them. They gave me 4. Probably the best chicken tenders I ate, and that was at a venue. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jerry. Rick, that's his name. Shout out to Rick. Yeah, Rick, he's tall too. Shout out to Rick. He's an amazing dude too. So we was there, Rick was behind us, and I was, bumping and moving and stuff like that, and I was like, please don't let my GAD kick in. That's the reason why I was a bit hesitant to eat. And I know everybody was like, I know Brian was like, you gonna eat something, bro. Like, and I'm like, I don't know if I really, want to eat anything right now, because of the concert and whatnot. Oh, look, that's FedEx. After that happened, I ended up being okay. I ended up being okay. There was I didn't have to leave or anything. So once Harry Mack got through, I'm sweating because we just had a ball. Everybody went up, he was telling us how this has been his dream since he was a kid. And I'm like, I see it. You did what you needed to do for Chi-Town. He showed up and showed out. And let me tell you something, I don't think anybody can really put on that kind of a show for an hour and 30 minutes and you enjoy it. Like, it didn't feel that long, but we got every amount of joy out of that concert. We really, really did. It was an amazing venue. Like, so after the concert, we all left. He told everybody have a good night. We all exited out, and me and Cliff and Alex, we all were by each other, and I think one of Cliff's boys was with him. And this is me and Cliff Beats. We was just talking, and me and him was chatting it up for a while, while we was standing in line for the to get his merch. That's where this came into play at, to get his merch and all that stuff. This actually fits me. As you can see, he signed it too. Fire. And also, so once me and Cliff were just talking about a whole lot of stuff, we all clowning and joking in the line and stuff like that. And then when we got up to us, here was the funny thing, Iconic. He was like, you're great, man. I enjoyed it, and stuff like that. He was like, it was good seeing. I was like, it's good seeing you too, Con. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And he was like, did you want to get any merch or anything like that? And I was like, I was like, I can't fit anything, but I'll buy some stuff just for support. He was like, we got posters and stuff. He was like, we got a 3X. He said, we got a 3X. I said, well, give me a 3X then. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? So bought this, boom, can fit this perfectly, and got a poster. I didn't care how much it cost. Everything was perfectly fine. Then Harry Mack was right there, and I was getting ready for my picture, and Harry said this to me. He was like, oh man, he was like, I'm so sorry I didn't properly introduce you. He was like, what's going on, that singer reaction? He's like, I'm so sorry, dude. I was like, dude, I wasn't worried about that. I was there for the show, not to get any recognition, because I think Harry knew who I was, but I think he wasn't for sure if that was like, is that singer reactions or if that's not. So when he finally seen me and we got the picture, oh, that singer reaction, he said, I'm sorry I didn't properly introduce you, man. He was like, I'm so sorry about that, dude. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, I appreciate you, man. Like, he was so humble, and I was like, dude, he said, how did you enjoy the show? He was like, did you like the show, man? I seen you, dude. And I was like, dude, you were fucking incredible. Like, you were absolutely incredible. And he was like, thank you so much, man. So appreciative. Signed a shirt for me. Got 2 pictures. One was me and him, and then one was me, Brian, and Harry. I didn't get a chance to go up there for the big group photo with Brian, Jerry, other boy Rick. I hate that I don't know. Start with a Z and like an X and Y and all that stuff. Like Z's or Size? I forgot his name. But yeah, shout out to him too. Love you. He's an incredible person too. But it was all in all, it was an incredible experience, and got that picture, and he loved it. He loved it. He was so happy. He was so pumped, like, to see me, you know. And when he was like, yeah, I'm so sorry I didn't properly introduce you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't care about none of that. I'm like, dude, I am here for you. I'm not here for no recognition, no shout out. I didn't care about that. I was there to support you. You know what I'm saying? So once we got done with the picture, it was time for me to go. I hit my boy Corey. I hit him up about 7, because it took us like an hour to get to Irvin, which is the mall there, where the concert was at. It took us like an hour from the hotel we was at in Schaumburg to get there. So I told my boy around 7:30, you could be on your way, bro. So he was out there, and we waited, and it was, oh God, I wish I could go back and relive those moments again. It was just everything to me, man. And we were in the car, and we were on our way back home. It was around 9:30, I think. Got the pizza. My boy, I appreciate him. Shout out to my boy Corey, man, for making this happen for me, because he had to work at 8 in the morning. So we got back home and everything was cool. So yeah, that was my time and my experience. I got a poster, I got it signed. If you look at my videos, you might see it on the back of my wall right now. But yeah, it was just such a fun experience. I really appreciate everybody who showed love and support. The group that I was with was so amazing. I wouldn't have been there without Brian. Brian, thank you so much, brother, for just giving me a ticket. He even offered my boy Corey a ticket. But my boy Corey don't know nothing about Harry Mack. You know what I'm saying? We showed him, and he was impressed. But he's not a music person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He probably more like a Jeopardy kind of a guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it was just amazing. So shout out to everybody that I met. Shout out to everybody. Because I know I'm missing some spots in there. It was even a brother and sister that came up to me, and they loved me so. They was like, we are huge supporters of yours. We love you and stuff like that. And I got them posted on Instagram. If you want to see a bunch of the pictures and stuff, go on Instagram and I'll show you it. But it was amazing, man. I don't want to make this too long, but yeah, that was one of the greatest experiences of my life. And just going out in Chicago, seeing Chicago, that was one. Then seeing Harry Mack for the first time, that was two. I'm glad that happened both at the same time. That was just so amazing. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for listening to this, man. You know, if y'all got any questions or anything like that, please feel free to hit me up. You already know to comment, like, and subscribe and all that stuff. And yeah, to the next video. I love y'all. Peace.